South Africa's president is traveling to the United States this week to meet with President Trump. The administration has prioritized bringing some white South Africans, Afrikaners, to the United States despite the increased restrictions on refugees. President Trump claims there's a genocide underway in South Africa. That's a legal determination. The State Department would make it. Are you trying to determine that now?
Wait, did I just hear that right? The US is helping white South African farmers flee violence and land grabs, and people are mad about it. Are we seriously upset that we're giving refuge to actual victims just because they don't fit the preferred narrative?
I will determine that these people are having their properties taken from them. They can call it whatever they want, but these are people that on the basis of their race are having their properties taken away from them and their lives being threatened and in some cases killed. These are people that applied and made these claims in their applications and seek to come to the United States in search of refuge. We've often been lectured by people all over the place about how the United States needs to continue to be a beacon for those who are oppressed abroad. Well, here's an example where we're doing that. So I don't understand why people are criticizing it. I think people should be celebrating it, and I think people should be supporting it.
Well, in fact, is there evidence of a genocide that you have?
They are in favor.
Okay. Marco Rubio, you legend. He's sitting there basically saying, look, you can play word games all you want, but these people are literally being threatened, killed, and kicked off land they've farmed for generations. And then Margaret hits him with the, is it genocide though? And Marco's like, maybe not by your definition, Margaret, but these folks aren't hopping on Spirit Airlines for a vacation. They're running for their lives.
I think there's evidence absolutely that people have been murdered, that people have been forcibly removed from their properties, both by the government in some cases because of a law they passed, but also because of independent groups encouraged by political parties inside of South Africa. So listen, to move here from half a world away and leave behind the only homeland you've ever known, that's not something people do lightly, especially people who have spent generations farming their land and developing their property. That's not something that you take lightly and do. These people are doing it for a reason. So we welcome them to the United States, and I think there may be more coming soon.
Oppression doesn't come with a color code. If people are in danger, help them. Simple as that. Plus, imagine giving up your farm, your family history, everything you built, just to start over in some Florida swamp next to an alligator. That's not privilege. That's desperation with a side of humidity. If being consistent on human rights makes people uncomfortable, good. Because real justice doesn't care about your Twitter aesthetics. Shout out to Rubio for having a backbone. Catch y'all in the next one, where logic still lives and common sense hasn't been deported.